Hey guys, Derek here with the Closet Doctor, and I am in India getting ready to go on a big motorcycle tour. Last year when I was at the Lean Summit in Ireland, I met Pankaj Malak, and he has IOTAFLOW, and they make flow meters and valves for liquids. And he invited me, he's here in Delhi, and invited me to come and tour his factory. So he sent his driver over to pick me up, and we got to enjoy the New Delhi traffic over to his place. It's quite crazy. It's actually, this is a little less tense than it was getting there, but had a good time driving along. I arrived at his facility in time to participate in their morning meeting, and a really great job. He's got about 55 employees, and I think they had about 30 of them here this morning in their morning meeting. Now they rotated around. Each employee has the opportunity to share the meeting. And what's really great is he talked to me about a lot of his employees very limited education, and so they take it on as part of their company culture and pride is not just to improve their jobs, but improve their lives, educating how to use the computers, learning English, and all of those things. This guy did a great job leading the meeting. Got lots of metrics that they go over, talk about safety, and just making sure everything is on track. They go over and missing tools. If they got tools missing, they'll show a picture of it. They go over the rejects that they had from the day before and other things. Some of their stuff they have to show pictures of, like the elevator, to make sure that nothing was left in it. And they talk a lot about safety. The other thing on just the improvement side, they go over their Indian constitution and talk about their values in the company and improve. And they actually take about 5 minutes at the end of the meeting to read improvement books. So just doing a great job with people. At the end of their meeting, they do their stretching, and I like this. They showed this pictures of everything in nice formation and everything, and they said, hey, we strive to stay together as a team, and then they participated in the stretching. They did a pretty good job. I gotta say, I'm glad there's not video of me, because I looked horrible doing it. One of the first things they showed me was this small parts cabinet. So they had nuts and bolts and washers in it, and they brought that into a different area. And this paper on the inside of the doors are kits they build and then they send down to assembly. So on the door, you can see here, it has a full list of what and quantity of what needs to go into that Ziploc bag. And that way it goes down and they have everything to build without having to go and get things. Lots of SOPs, QR codes for everything throughout the shop, and one of their things is they're committed to doing things by the SOP. This is the SOP at the procurement guy's desk, and he's got everything there so that if he's not available, anybody within the company can pull out this SOP and go through and follow it and be able to order parts. Okay guys, this next improvement that they've got is amazing. You're gonna love it. One of the things that frustrates me is interruptions. When you're doing work, somebody comes in, interrupts you. It takes you a while to get back into your groove to get where you're at. And so a lot of times interruptions can steal hours in the day. We recently put a light in, ran power and the whole deal where we could switch a light on that says, hey, don't come into this office while this person is working. Check out this lean improvement. It's super cheap and super easy. Tell me about the red cap.
And this is the red cap. If I wearing this, nobody will disturb to me for calls, mails, or anything. If I'm wearing this, nobody will disturb me, and I am doing my work, something like important work. So this is the red cap. If you wearing this, then nobody will disturb you. You do your work without any hassle.
Excellent.
Every desktop having this cap. Okay, this is the cap. If we do something very important that we need something like nobody will disturb, so he just wearing this cap.
That's
All
right.
right, and do the work.
Very slick. I like that. In most cultures, we don't want to make any mistakes or show them. At IOTAFLOW, they actually are promoting mistakes. They know that when you're trying new things, that things are going to happen and mistakes are going to happen. So they've got this mistake box. You write out, you fill out a little form. They don't discuss the mistake in public. They don't talk about it. There's no punishment for it. And at the end of the month, the person with the most mistake cards in there actually gets a prize. So they're rewarding it. They're making it fun. They do the same thing with improvements. You fill out a slip when you make an improvement, put it in the box, and at the end of the month, they add that up. And the person with the most improvements gets a day off, that's a paid day off, and they also get movie tickets and money for lunch that they can take their family to. This garners family engagement as well, because they know that if they do a great job at work, that the whole family can benefit from it. So this is their sales board, very visual. All the orders that they have are on there. This one here with the RA are parts that they've identified that are a standard product, and where normally lead time is 4 to 6 weeks, and there's a lot of design work and extra work in, they've standardized this and say, hey, we can ship this in 3 days and eliminate that over processing of custom designing every one. Out on the shop floor, they've got their lean cave that's got all of their lean improvement stuff in it, like tape and other tools and things like that they need to make improvements. So really nice setup. Out on the shop floor, they're really super tight on space, but everything is spotless clean. They pointed out that all of the hood and safety features are all on these pieces of equipment, and everything's labeled and marked out, and just a very, very nice shop in a nice small space. We're in the production shop, and this is their app that's got their work for the day. And then it tells us where they're at, what machines, the machine drill number, and goes from there. So if the guy's working on M4, when he completes that, he can go down and start on the next job. Each station has a tablet on it that has all of the information they need. So there was a work drawing. Come in, they just click on the drawing, and so they can see what they're building, and then when they're done with it, they check it off that it's done, and it completes it up here, and they move on to the next task. So all the information, all the data that they need at this machine is here to complete the work. So the challenge at this station was with the drill bits and the tools was to be able to work with this without calipers. And so they've come up with this box over here. The holes are all drilled on it to the exact size and labeled, and then they built their own go, no-go gauge for all of that, and that all came from the employees on the floor. We're down in the grocery store in the basement, and this is what everything used to look like. We've got one little section over here that they're keeping as the museum piece, and now they've built their own racks. They've got these bins, so they slide in and out on drawer slides, so they can open and close it and get to inventory. And then it's color coded, so the green ones are items that come from out of country, and the blue ones are stuff that come that are procurable here locally. So really amazing change from the old way of doing things. This is another area of the shop that we're going into that they've got a CNC in. And for a machine shop, this place is just spotless clean. They do a great job of just keeping everything. Okay, so we're on the shop floor here, and that's in most shops. This shop is beautifully clean. Most shops are always a little dirty. And then if you've ever been in a shop bathroom, they're a little scary. So these guys have, they told me that their employees requested a lean bathroom here. And so check this out. That's a lean bathroom. We got tiled floors and walls, urinal, the whole thing, and it is spotless clean on the shop floor. So very, very nice. Amazing lean restroom.
There is a support.
And they've got on here, they got their SOPs on how to clean everything. 3-pager, very nice. And nice and clean. And these guys are in here washing their hands and they're all dirty and stuff, and it's spotless clean. So very nice work. Had a lot of conversation with Pankaj about this, and he didn't go in and build these bathrooms and say, hey, now you guys need to keep it clean. They actually have a janitor in the facility who's regularly cleaning throughout the day, helping keep the shop clean and the whole facility clean. At one point, though, his people on the shop floor, they came to him and they said, hey, we've seen all these videos of these other companies that have these amazing bathrooms. We want an amazing bathroom. Can you please give us an amazing lean bathroom? And so he did, and part of their agreement is the janitor doesn't have to take care of it. We're going to take care of that from here on out. And so this is the result of that bathroom. And after they did this bathroom, the guys upstairs in assembly said, hey, we want one of those bathrooms too. And so that's when they did the one upstairs. And so he's waiting for the office people to come in and say, hey, we want one of those bathrooms too, and if you do that, we'll keep it clean. Okay, so this acrylic cover on this machine here used to have this metal cover on it over here, and you couldn't see what was inside of it. And so they put this acrylic cover on here, so now that they can see what they need to see in here. But then these slots right here, they put these slots in here so they don't have to actually remove the cover, that they can reach in with their tool and make minor adjustments to the machine.
So they have identified, okay, for OD, you need to adjust this. For ID, they need to adjust this.
Everything's there, and you just adjust it really simply and easily now. And this is what he's telling me. This is a Japanese machine. So in their shop here, these guys have improved on a Japanese machine.